extremely well, and so have I. I went ahead and took their lead in terms of becoming a business owner and entrepreneur, and have always looked for, you know, the opportunity that I was going to really help to usher into Nigeria in a major way. And so today it's with great honor, with a lot of emotion that's behind it, that we talk about really this vehicle of total life changes. Before I even do that, I want to take about 2 to 3 minutes and share with you why in the world my wife and I decided to get involved with this company, and why we are some of the people that will be pioneering what's taking place in Nigeria. You know, in 2015, we had gone through a little bit of a transition in business. You know, I define transition as that place in life where you say, I don't necessarily know where I'm going, but I do know where I'm no longer staying. And after being involved in building a particular business for 6 years, literally that business generated tens of millions of dollars in sales for that particular company. And my wife and I, we were fortunate to do extremely well. We found ourselves, like so many people, in a conundrum. And, you know, that's when she and I decided to put a pause on everything that we were doing, just to get clarity and certainty for the next direction of our life. And we went on an extreme fast for about a couple of weeks. And I have to be completely candid with everybody on this webinar. I don't push a particular religion to anybody. We work with people from all over the world. And because of that, we have been exposed to people that believe certain things. And that's okay. We're not here to attempt to change your belief system or your spiritual belief. But I just want to share with you the story of how all of this even became possible for my wife and I, and literally thousands of people that are part of our organization around the entire diaspora and around the world. But, you know, coming out of the fast that we did for about 2 weeks, we wanted to get clarity on, you know, really purpose and really a vision. And ladies and gentlemen, I'll never forget, I was sitting in my wife's office on the floor, going through this process in tears. And that's when I heard the vision come specifically about building it for my last name. Well, you know, what that has morphed into is really a mission around the world that people are buying into, because it's not relegated to an individual. It's a vision that people have really bought into because it's synonymous with what significant and substantive people want to accomplish in their life. Because I believe an inheritance is what you leave for people, but a legacy is what you leave in people. In other words, if you're like my wife and I, many of us, if we're honest, we've got passion projects that we've always wanted to pursue, even purpose work that we know we've been called to do, whether it's starting your own catering business, or maybe getting involved in real estate of some sort. Maybe a passion project of yours is to write a book, to become an author. Maybe a passion project is to start that nonprofit organization, or to give back, to be a bigger tither. Whatever that passion or whatever that purpose work is, many of us have them. But here's what I found out. The majority of us never execute on them to a degree that we want to, because we do not have the resources. Most people, we let the start stop us. In other words, we don't have the money to pursue it. Some people, they don't have the time because they're so busy with their job. Others, they don't have experience, so they don't even know where to begin. And the majority of people, they do not have a platform to stand upon so that their gift, their skill, their talent can actually be seen. Well, knowing that, here's what we decided to do, my wife and I. We said, okay, we understand this business. We understand this particular profession of the home-based business industry. Why don't we take what we've learned in terms of a system, a culture, as well as a business plan, and empower people no matter where they are in the world, that if they run with us for a period of 18 months and follow the game plan, follow the franchise type system, that after a period of 18 months, they would be in the position whereas they have all of the resources that are required to go out and pursue their passions and answer the call in their life. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here's what I'll tell you. Here we are this month, here on the 28th, will make 18 months that my wife and I have actually been a part of Total Life Changes. And this vision is really coming true for us and so many other people. We were just recognized in front of thousands of people as $500,000 ring earners within Total Life Changes. These rings are awarded to people that have earned a minimum of $500,000 US, all the way up to a penny shy of $1 million in Total Life Changes. Now, I don't say that to brag or to boast, because we've got so many people around the country and around the world that have been awarded from the $50,000 ring, $100,000 ring, the $250,000, $500,000 ring, all the way up to $1 million, $2, $3+ million in career earnings within Total Life Changes. And it's really because of how this actually works. So I want to shift gears now. I'll talk to you a little bit about the vision. Let me talk to you about Total Life Changes, the company. You know, who you're seeing on the screen right now is Mr. Jack Fallon. He is the TLC founder and chief executive officer. He's one of the people that I met with, my wife and I, prior to getting started with this company, because we wanted to make sure that our vision and his vehicle were in complete alignment so we could spread our wings and do what we know we were purposed on earth to do, which was to equip, inspire, educate, and empower people to go out and do something of significance. You know, his mission is to provide high quality, all natural products with immediate results, sustained wellness. You know, now our distribution network, if we can go back for one quick second here, let me just make this point here. You know, people ask us, you know, is this real? Is this some fly-by-night thing? Is this something that's going to be here today and gone tomorrow? Let me just kind of put your mind at ease. We have 8 corporate warehouses around the world, over 500,000 representatives in over 150 countries that are part of Total Life Changes. This company has been in business now for a little over 17 years. We've got our corporate headquarters is based in Detroit, which is in the United States of America, obviously, and it has over 40,000 square feet of office space. We've got literally hundreds of employees around the world that support and systematically and strategically put themselves into position from a customer standpoint to help us with the growth of this company. Let's go to the next slide here. Now, let's talk about the industries we're involved in. You know, the industries we're involved in are very, very strong, and they're growing. The health and wellness industry, it's driven by the baby boomers. These are people that were born from 1946 to 1964. It's a $2 trillion industry. When you look at weight loss, this is one of the industries we've tapped into. 68% of adults are overweight or obese. You know, here in the US, Americans spend about $40 billion a year on weight loss programs and products, says Bloomberg Business. When you look at Nigeria, you look at the types of money, I'm talking about billions of naira that is spent, not just in Lagos, not just in Abuja, not just in Port Harcourt, but all over the diaspora. Matter of fact, in Umuahia, where I was raised, we are spending literally millions of dollars in that village on health and wellness products. You know, we operate in fast-growing industries, one of which is the energy and longevity industry. That is a $12 billion a year industry. Energy boosting products have been added to everyday routine. We're also involved in skincare and anti-aging, and all of us know in Nigeria, skincare is absolutely huge. Let's go here to the next slide. You look at some more of the other industries we're involved in. Intimacy enhancement is huge. This is, we'll hit on that in a moment, as well as the home-based business industry. Let's go to the next slide here. Now, let's talk about some of our products. I want you to pay very close attention. You know, our flagship product, our #1 selling product is the Ayaso tea. You know, it's the nation's #1 herbal tea. Ayaso tea is an all-natural detox tea. You know, when you look at it, it does a lot of great things in terms of filtrating toxins and chemicals caused by the food we eat and the air we breathe. It cleanses the intestines while helping you lose weight. Just 2 8-ounce cups a day will bring amazing benefits to your health. Now, I have to tell you this. Ayaso tea is not a weight loss tea. It's a detox tea. Obviously, one of the side benefits of detoxifying your body is weight loss, because you're getting rid of the toxins, the bad bacteria, especially those of us that eat meat. You're getting rid of all of those toxins that build up over time in your body, in your intestines, your liver, your kidney, as well as your colon, which 80% of all autoimmune disease start in the colon. So that's our flagship product. That is the product that we actually launched in South Africa a little over 8 months ago. And we did a soft launch there, and obviously that country now has really opened up a grand eye on Africa as a whole. You know, you look at South Africa, it has a population of about 54 million people in South Africa, but that country alone is generating more volume than 99% of all of the other markets within Total Life Changes. Actually, it's the second fastest growing market in the entire company, only behind the United States as well as South Korea. And we've only been pre-launching for a little over 8 months. Why is that? Well, the IASO tea is a part of our culture in Africa. You know, we have tea time in Nigeria, you know, and so because of that, tea is not a hard sell. People are already familiar with tea. People already drink tea. And now they have an opportunity to have the IASO tea and get tremendous value and benefits because of using it. The second product I want to talk about is the NutriBurst product. You know, NutriBurst, I want you to think of it as a burst of nutrition. You know, NutriBurst, what is it? It's an all-natural liquid multivitamin. The biggest difference within our multivitamin of NutriBurst and anything else that you probably experienced, used, or heard about is the fact that NutriBurst has a 98% absorption rate into the body, which means that 98% of the 72 minerals, the 12 different healthy herbs, the 19 amino acids, the 22 phytonutrients, which come from fruits and vegetables, the 13 whole food greens, it actually goes into your body. So here's what it looks like. 1 tablespoon of NutriBurst is basically the equivalent of eating 11 raw salads per day. Now, I want you to think about something. When was the last time you had salads, fruits, and vegetables multiple times per day in your diet? Most people we do not do that, and that's why so many people are suffering from ailments around the world. Now, we introduce NutriBurst because the detox tea removes the bad stuff from your body. The NutriBurst puts those fruits, those vegetables, and those minerals back into your body. The next product is our NRG product. You know, NRG is an all-natural energy supplement with a synthetic blend of ingredients and key support minerals created with natural ingredients. IASO NRG can sustain itself for hours without the natural crash experienced by other energy supplements. It comes in little small capsules. You take 1 to 2 capsules of NRG, and ladies and gentlemen, your energy is through the roof. There's no crash, there's no burns, there's no jitters, there's no negative side effects with the NRG because it is absolutely phenomenal. The next product I want to talk about here after the NRG, let me go ahead and change the slides here. The next product we want to make mention of outside of the NRG is a product that will be coming to market soon. When you hear about these products that I've just described, with these 3 products alone, you know, you're going to see a lot of people getting tremendous value and benefits from the product as a result of what people are putting into their bodies. Now, I want to talk about how we get paid. You know, you're going to get paid 5 different ways within Total Life Changes. How does this work? Well, the first way you're going to get paid in our company is called retail commissions. What is retail? Well, first of all, we pay 50% on the commissionable volume on all of the products that are on your free website. So Total Life Changes, here's what's going to happen. We're going to set you up with your own state-of-the-art website, whereas you can refer people to that site. They can order any one of the products I just described, and Total Life Changes will pay you up to 50% of the commissionable volume on each one of those purchases. The thing that is so impactful with this compensation plan, ladies and gentlemen, is that we've got people that have been able to earn a full-time income. Sometimes they don't even have to work a job anymore just because of the first way that we get paid. The second way you're going to get paid is called the Fast Start Bonus. This also pays up to 50% on the commissionable volume of each one of the products, which means when a person joins the business, you're able to make up to 50% of whichever package they chose to get started with. It's very, very powerful. Now, here's the thing. Just with these first 2 ways that we get paid, we've got people that are wearing these particular rings just from the first way we get paid. We've got people that are wearing these types of rings just with the first 2 ways that we get paid. Let's talk about the third way you're going to get paid. It's called the hybrid binary commission. Well, when you look at this structure here, Total Life Changes allows for you to build a network, or what I call 2 teams of business. You will have a left team and a right team. You can build these teams as large as you want, as fast as you want, or even as slow as you want. The company says all you have to do to start earning the third way we get paid is introduce this concept to 2 people that you know of that either A, care about their health, or B, are looking for ways to earn additional income. Well, let's say you put somebody on your left team, you put somebody on your right team. Now you're fully qualified to start earning this third way that we get paid. And in US dollars, this pays up to $20,000 per week in the maximum compensation plan for the third way that we get paid. The fourth way you're going to get paid is one of my favorite ways. It's the matching bonus. Total Life Changes will pay you a 50% check match on the people's income that you introduce to the company. And they will pay you between 10 to 50% of the incomes of the people, the folks that you've introduced to the company. When they introduce people, they will pay you up to 50% of those people's income as well. What that means is we don't make money off of people here. We make money with people. What that also means is that you're going to have a team of people that want to support you in this business. Why? Well, whenever you make 1 naira, they make 50 kobo. Whenever you make 10,000 naira, the person that introduced you, they make 5,000 naira. Why is that so significant? Well, what it does, it creates a culture and a community of people helping people. Let me introduce you to one of the people that I've been able to help get involved in this business. He and his lovely wife. They were some of the first people that I called about Total Life Changes. They've gone on to earn tens of thousands of dollars US in this company on a very part-time basis. And my wife and I have been so blessed to earn 50% of it. So we appreciate them dearly. But, you know, I want to turn the webinar over to Mr. Tracy Fisher. I would love for him to share, you know, his professional background, why he said yes to Total Life Changes, and the significance of what this has meant for he and his family. So, Mr. Fisher, I'll turn it over to you real quickly.
Wow. Mr. Wilkins, thank you so much. I really appreciate you, appreciate your leadership, and I appreciate you also for giving me the phone call literally 18 months ago. You know, I was sitting in my recliner. My wife and I, we're very blessed. We have 5 children, but we also have 5 grandchildren. And when you think about being able to build something for your last name, to me, it means legacy. For most people who transition over to the next life, most people, Mr. Wilkins, they leave behind bills to their family. And so when you call me about Project Build It for my last name, or Build It for your last name, it meant to me that I have an opportunity to create a legacy for my children as well as my grandchildren. And so we took on you know, the leadership role, if you will. We went on within the very first week with this phenomenal compensation plan. Within the very first week, we had already qualified for over $3,000 US in the first week. And my whole reasoning, not only to leave a legacy, but my wife was also complaining about being on her job. She was really sick and tired of being sick and tired of working for a local TV station here in the United States. And so I wanted to be, being the man of the house, I wanted to really step up to the plate and help my wife retire pretty early. And we got a chance to do that, guys, within our first 8 months. Now my wife enjoys being at the house every single day. We actually build this business together. And it's all because of the phone call that I received from Mr. JARROD Wilkins. And you have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, you know, he talks to people all the time about Build It for your last name, about what we do. And I was just one of several leaders that he's impacted. He's really impacted my life, and really what Mr. Wilkins has done over in South Africa has been absolutely amazing. And what's so amazing about his whole story is that he's not only impacting the people's lives in our company in South Africa, but there are other people that's outside of the company of Total Life Changes that's hearing what has been going on in South Africa. And guys, they are marveling at the success, what we've created over in that marketplace. And now what Mr. Wilkins is doing, guys, is duplicating that same success right there in Nigeria. So I'm really excited to be working with or serving alongside Mr. Wilkins and also Mr. Raouf as well. So back to you, partner. I really appreciate the testimony here.
Absolutely, Mr. Fisher. Appreciate that as well. And, you know, the fifth way that you're going to get paid, ladies and gentlemen, is called the lifestyle bonus. You know, this kicks in at the national director position in our company. The company rewards you an additional $1,500 per month for you to go do whatever it is that you want to do with it, whether it's give it away, tithe it away, use it on a retail therapy, whatever you want to do with that $1,500, you can. Now, in closing, let me speak my heart about Nigeria. You know, there's been some amazing things that have taken place in this company. We've got teams of people all over the world We have leaders that we serve alongside all over the world. The reason why we mention South Africa is not, all credited to me at all. I've played a part in that, but they're just some phenomenal leaders that actually caught the vision and decided to take it back to their home country of South Africa. And it's just been a tremendous blessing for so many people in that country, and it's continuing to grow. And it's been an example and a blueprint, a template, if you will, for what's going to happen in Africa. As a matter of fact, our motif, our whole talk right now is it's time for Africa. Nigeria, you are my home. I want you to hear me. I'm named after Nnamdi Azikiwe, the first president of Nigeria. I left Nigeria in 1994 when Babangida was still the president. And I vowed I would not come back unless I could bring something of value. I left as a boy. We are coming back as a man. I want you to hear me very clearly. For those of you that are on this webinar, the first one we did in South Africa, it was myself, business partner of mine, Mr. Matthew Harris, and it was for the people. And that has turned in South Africa to over 8,000 people over the last 8 months. Nigeria, we have hundreds of people on this webinar right now. But I don't want to talk to all hundreds and even thousands of you right now. I want to talk to the few of you. Those of you that are going to dare to believe my words. Those of you that are going to give me 1% of your trust and allow us to earn the other 99%. I want to talk to those of you that have been seeking for something. You've been praying for something. I want to talk to those of you that have been saying there's something out there, there's someone out there that I need to be connected to, because your life, the seasons in your life are connected to one person. You're one person away from either poverty or prosperity. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to say this to you in closing. You found him. You have found us at the right time. Nigeria, you are a part of my life's work. This is not a game to me. This is not a hustle to me. This is not some part-time thing to me. This is my life's work. We are going to support you. Do we have everything in place? Absolutely not. You are at the beginning. This is the first webinar that I'm actually participating and leading in Nigeria, and I'm doing it for a specific reason. It's time for Africa. I want you to get back with whomever it was that invited you to this webinar, whoever's showing you this video. Get back with them. Let them know I'm ready. It's my time, and I want to be a part of the next wave of success, because it's time for Africa. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. God bless you. God bless your families, and God most certainly bless your dreams.